Welcome back to the Diggin' Dave. Today we're heading down to the Big Easy to uncover a massive piece of Southern silver, the 1840 seated Liberty dollar. This wasn't just a coin, it was a statement. In 1840, the New Orleans Mint was only 2 years old, and they were finally tasked with striking the biggest silver coin in the country. Imagine the humidity and the roar of the steam presses as these giant silver planchets were transformed into Lady Liberty. As we step into 2026, the O mint mark on these early dollars has become a beacon for serious investors. Today, I'm showing you the O mark secrets, the 2026 price explosions, and why the history of this coin is as rich as a bowl of New Orleans gumbo. To understand the 1840 O, you have to understand the era. America was in the middle of the hard times, a brutal economic depression. Silver was incredibly scarce, and paper money was often worthless. The New Orleans Mint was crucial because it sat at the mouth of the Mississippi, receiving silver bullion from Mexico. In 1840, Philadelphia sent only a handful of dies down south to strike these dollars. Because of the primitive conditions and the heat, many of these coins were struck weakly, especially in the center of Liberty's body. Finding an 1840 O with a sharp, crisp strike is like finding a needle in a haystack, and collectors will pay a massive premium for that extra detail. Let's talk identification. Flip the coin to the reverse and look right under the eagle's claws. You're looking for that small, iconic O mint mark. But there's a trap for the unwary. Many 1840 O dollars were struck so poorly that the mint mark can look filled or faint. On the Diggin' Dave, we also look for die cracks. Because the New Orleans Mint was often short on supplies, they used their dies until they literally shattered. If you see a faint line running through the stars on the front or the letters on the back, don't panic. Those are genuine mint errors from 1840 that actually prove your coin is authentic. Authentic history has imperfections, and that's what we love. Here is a professional tip that could save or make you thousands. The no drapery variety. In early 1840, the design was slightly different. Lady Liberty's elbow didn't have the extra fold of cloth or drapery. While this is most famous on quarters and halves, the 1840 silver dollar is the first year of issue for the entire series design. This means every 1840 O is a Type 1 survivor. In the coin world, firsts always hold their value better. While common Morgan dollars were minted by the millions, only about 61,000 silver dollars were struck in total in 1840 across all mints. The survival rate for New Orleans coins is even lower, making every O mark dollar a true scarcity. What is your 1840 O worth in today's 2026 market? The numbers are staggering. A heavily circulated, good condition coin starts around $400 to $600. Move up to a very fine grade, and you're looking at $1,500 to $2,000. But the mint state market is where things get legendary. A beautiful, uncirculated 1840 O is a six-figure conversation. We've seen high-grade examples reach $40,000 to $80,000 at recent heritage auctions. Even details-graded coins, those that were cleaned or damaged, are still fetching $500 plus because people just can't find them. If you're looking for a blue-chip silver coin to hedge against inflation, this is the one. Before you buy or sell an 1840 O, remember, weight is everything. A genuine 1840 seated dollar must weigh 26.73 grams. If it's significantly lighter, it's a fake. These coins are the heavyweights of American history. Thanks for joining me on this southern adventure at the Diggin' Dave. If you want to see more O mint treasures, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. I want to hear from you. Would you rather have a pristine 1840 Philly or a rugged, historical 1840 New Orleans? Let me know in the comments. I'm Dave, and as always, keep your eyes on the prize.